Welcome everyone, this is The Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night Any % tutorial. I am playing this on a PS2 emulator on the PAL version. The only emulator that is allowed is Dolphin. The reason why I'm playing on emulator is so you can see my little controller down there. Before I begin, I am not 100% sure, but I believe the PAL version is slightly harder than the NTSC version. The enemies seem to be more aggressive, but that's only a me thing. I've played both versions and it feels that way. I don't know if anyone else has played it, but I feel like it's that way. Also, the first scene we're going to go in is unskippable on the PAL section, on the PAL version of the game. So it's best when you get in and you watch your little cutscene, just make a load of saves, so if you mess up, you can come back and you don't have to watch the cutscene. Timing begins when we gain first movement of Spyro, so let's begin. Okay, yeah, so timing begins when we first gain movement of Spyro. So right now. To skip cutscenes, it is L1. It might be different depending on what console you're playing. Again, R1 is to charge. If you've if you played A New Beginning, it's basically the same game. There's only a slightly different few things. There's some same movement that is the same in A New Beginning. Strafe jumping is exactly the same. We'll be using a lot of that. I'll also be teaching you strafe jumping if you're skipping A New Beginning and you just want to learn the Eternal Night. There's loads of unskippable cutscenes in this game, as you can see this one here. And then we've got collectibles in this game. A New Beginning never had collectibles. These are the collectibles. You got these quills, and then you've also got relics. We will actually be collecting some relics because they are useful. They increase our health and our mana. We'll only be going for the health ones, though. This game, I would say, is a lot harder than A New Beginning. There's only like 2 or 3 tricks in A New Beginning. This one has quite a few more tricks in it. And we've also got some really good movement with comet dashing, so when we learn fire. I like to come up here a little bit early. So I'll start talking when we actually get into the bit where we actually learn how to strafe jump and stuff like that, because there's a little bit of just pre-game before that. We can move early before the little cutscene plays there, so that's what I was doing by climbing up those little platforms. Cool, and as soon as we jump over this, we enter a cutscene.
Cinder, what are you doing out here?
Right, this is the fire dream. This is where we learn fire. I forgot to mention that also, when I jump, you see I do a little spin attack. The spin attack increases our height and lets us stay in the air a little bit longer. So you'll be seeing me do that. It's also quicker to do as well. So you can do like a single jump and then a spin. Saves quite a bit of time. So as soon as we enter this, we start off in the slow motion zone, the slow motion kind of thing. I could have gone for that jump, but I didn't because I wanted to play it safe. But slowing down time, we are actually going to do that in our game. It's very useful and we take full advantage of it as well. Just a single jump. You could end it with a circle as well, but we don't want to die, because we don't want to reset the whole thing again. You can do this without slow motion, but whew, you're a gamer if you do. And here we don't have to worry about that, because we've got our little height increase there. And here, it doesn't matter if we fall, we just want to hit something to enter the cutscene. So, Here we're just gonna do simple. Whoop. Whoop. So as you can see there, I was going for the spin jumps. You can do that a lot quicker. Just sometimes when you come out of a spin, Spyro will end up going in a different direction. Here we're just going to use our fire. Fire is very useful because when an enemy is just about to die, we get a quick death animation from it. So it's always good to end a killing blow with fire, so you get a quick kill. So the enemy doesn't have to, like, spend a long time. Here, we're going to... Okay. Comet dashing. We will be using this a lot. It's great on enemies. It also gets us to places we shouldn't be. If we comet dash and not attack, we can just go shooting off in a different direction. It's very hard to control. It only goes in one direction. But when we're going up against enemies, it's always good to attack, then use a comet dash. Because it kind of straightens us where we need to be attacking. But comet dash, when you get comet dash, basically that's all you're going to be using. It's so useful, and once you get like really good at it, you can use it all the time, like non-stop. That's what you should be doing. But I'm a little baby, so I only use it every now and then. And also it also costs you mana, your green bar as well. So I guess I should go for it. Red is health, green is mana, blue is your level up, so you can level up all your breaths. And then the purple gems are for your fury. So we will be needing the blue gems. So whenever we do find a blue gem, it's always nice to take it. The other gems, if you need them, you know, hit them once. Just hitting them once is enough. I normally hit the blue gems a little bit slow because you get more gems from it instead of just spamming it. Not as many gems spawn if you just spam it. We can just... Okay, so we got a pink gem in the middle. We're going to hit it once, and then once, and then once. We're going to wait before we hit multiple times because we want to get the most gems out of it. If we just hit it all in once, we won't get as many gems. Cool. So what we're doing is we're trying to fill up our fury meter at the top there, which is around the fire emblem. Cool. And then once our fury is full, we have to wait until all of the enemies are out of their like pedestal areas. If we don't, we'll have to redo this all again. Well, we'll have to redo this section. Cool. We can just skip that last one with just a comet dash. So we're going to be entering our first fight. We need to fight, and we're going to be using a lot of comet dashing and using our fire breath quite a lot. Dogs, the dogs are horrible. If we get hit by them, we get a long kind of damage animation, which we hate because then we can get stun locked with the dogs as well. So attack, comet dash. You can get both of them at the same time as well. Okay, I believe the dogs are here. Yeah, they are. With the dogs, flame them. We want to try and reduce the amount of time they have to charge us. For this one, I like to stand over here and then attack, because that second dog there, he can actually attack us whilst we're attacking the other one. Yeah, we hate dogs. I feel like a dog's about to charge. See? He was about to charge. He was in the charging state. Oh, I've run out of comet dashing. Cool. And then we've got some more dogs. This guy? There we go. You can kind of hear when they're about to charge, so that's why I jumped up into the air there. You can see this guy kind of jumping around here. Sometimes he gets stuck where he'll continuously jump, like now, even if you attack him. I don't think there is a way to fix that. Just sometimes he doesn't jump around. Sometimes he stays in the same place after a while, but there, he was being mean to us. And he was jumping around. Okay, we have to push these things to open the door. So that's the main thing. For fighting, also another thing to mention, we don't want to hit enemies up into the air because that means we'll go into the slow motion thing. I guess a new beginning has the turn slow motion off. Okay, here we're gonna charge, we're gonna slow motion because these doors shut, and we're gonna comet dash. But we do get stuck on the geometry of things as well, which is very annoying. Gonna get that, turn, grab these. Now, you can comet dash like all the time if you have enough mana. I would recommend doing that, but also remember to like save some as well.
See that coming.
Just gonna come around here. And here, the enemies turn off the fires that close the door. We're going to not kill them. We're going to come over here. Do that. Come over here. Ooh, attack this enemy. And hopefully grab that one. Cool. And we're going to come through the door. Now, they turn off those things very fast. Like right now they're turned off, but because we're in the door right now, the door's not closing. But you have to knock those enemies up. Sometimes it's RNG like there. I've never actually had them like run towards me. Normally they stay by the fire thingy. What you do is you knock the first one up, flame the first torch, then comet dash to the next guy, knock him up, and then flame it, and then run through the door. But for there, they just came towards me, which is even better. So you kind of have to react to different enemy patterns in this game, because they do change. Here we can just avoid everything. Just comet dash. You can only comet dash once in the air. You have to reset by a landing. And then we're just gonna come up here and grab these gems. For the snail guy, we're gonna flame him first. And then we're gonna attack and hold our flame. You can avoid that attack, I'm just really bad. Cool, and we got an instant kill on that snail as well, because we was flaming. Again, you only need to hit gems once to get a full breath back, or full health back, or full anything back. Just gonna run away. See, you can hear when they're about to attack because they kind of make a Here we're going to collect our first relic. Sadly, the camera doesn't turn around, so we just have to kind of guess where the thing is. Very scary to do. This will give us more breath, which we really need because we want as many comet dashes, and then we're going to be using the earth quite a lot. These guys, we have to kill them. Where's the other guy? Oh, he killed himself. Nice. Perfect. Sometimes the enemies just do jump off cliffs and kill themselves. Okay. And now we're going to our first out of bounds. So, we're gonna climb up here. I'm gonna make some save states because I haven't done this in a while as well. Comet dash over here. And then we're gonna stand on top of this. And we're gonna aim for around here. We're going to, if I remember rightly, comet dash then spin. I'm gonna quickly make my save state. Save is F1. Cool. Cool. We got it first try, and then we're gonna quickly come around here. I'll do that again as well. So we need to try and get a grab there. Let me see which one is load. F3 is load, cool. Perfect. So if you're not making it and Spyro is gliding and slowly going down, that means you've not got enough height and you need to comet dash and circle a lot quicker. When Spyro is pulling himself up like he's on a ledge, that's great, you've got it. It means you're getting out of bounds and he will lift himself and put himself out of bounds. As soon as you get that, you can land somewhere there. If you're not landing, just glide over around here. I don't know how else to explain it, but it is a fairly easy out of bounds to do. Just practice. There. Sometimes if he gets into that flying thing, you can kind of edge him up there. And then we're just gonna, we can land here, but ideally, oh, huh. I've never been here before. Okay, this is a new thing. Avoid this, because I can't jump. Yeah, usually I land, oh, there we go. We got, okay, that's another thing I could talk about. So, when you're last standing neutral, which means you are just standing in a place without holding a direction button, is the last place that Spyro will go to when he gets damaged. So, because we stood up here, we got damaged in that place because we were stuck, and it puts us back to where we was. So that's actually, okay, there you go. If you get stuck there, just stand there for a little bit, and hopefully it will put you back here. We're gonna go back around, take a wider glide around because we don't want to get stuck again, and we're gonna land on these nice platforms that we can see here. Gonna come around here again, and remember to do your circle charges as well. Okay. Oh. I like to look at those two moons and then look a little bit more to the right, and then we're gonna go comet dash, and then these areas should load in. There we go, perfect. If you're low on anything, you can grab that gem there. Now, this next part, I do it the safe way. There's a spider who will shoot webs at you. Very annoying. So I end up killing myself because I don't want to do platforming after this. I'll show you how it's meant to be done, and then I'll show you how I do it. So we do this. We come around. We circle. Again, we have nice indications of where everything is, and then a cutscene should play, and then we're going to kill ourselves. Because this cutscene is played, it will spawn us in bounds again. So that's what we're trying to do, is get back in bounds. If we fall, there is no death plane at the bottom, so we have to basically open and close the game and hope that it saves us at a nice place. So that's why I go for this mode, just in case I mess up on the out of bounds platforming, or I get caught by the spider's webs there. It would just put us in bounds here. That's all we skip. I just like to be safe. I like to do air attacks on these guys. also kind of messes up the hitbox because Spyro can go flying with them as well. Here, if you're quick enough, you can get a strafe jump, which I'll be teaching you about in a second. Okay, I didn't get my strafe jump. Yeah, here is, this is just normal platforming, and it's, like, Spyro, it's hard to, like, get platforming up here. Right. Just gonna fly past that. Yeah, you can get stuck in this game very easily as well. Gonna jump down here. If you're brave enough, you can just jump and take some full damage. But I am not, because the camera does not like working, and then we're gonna kill ourselves because it's a lot quicker than jumping all the way back up again. Puts us in the position we need to be as well. So for this, there is actually a skip for this fight. We have to do this fight, but there is a skip. I did spend quite a bit of time trying to figure it out, but I could not get it to work. It's a very, very tight jump, which includes strafe jumping, which I will tell you more about in the next level. But here we're just gonna jump to avoid the enemies from coming, and then we're gonna spam triangle and R1. And then we're just gonna do some air attacks to avoid his attacks. So we actually, because we did a little jump at the beginning there, we skipped an enemy trigger, which normally spawns 4 little monkeys in. We skipped that, so we just need to face the big guy. Here we're going to do our comet dashing because it's just so good. So there, you saw I lost control because I didn't have any enemies to hit. So we hit once. Yeah, enemies hit hard in this game. Again, if you have your Fury up, you could use that as well. Cool. Okay, here we don't have to fight these guys, we can just run past them. This is the wall you can strafe up against. I will probably show you the video of how to do that. Because if you can do it, if you're a god gamer, do it. It saves a lot of time. Here we don't need to do the platforms, you can just comet dash and spin. Avoid the spider attacks. See? Oh. Try and avoid the spider attacks. Wow, I thought that branch would come up a lot earlier. Okay. Okay, I'm just dead. Cool. Yeah, game hard. Game's very hard. If you're doing bad, don't worry. Game hard. Okay, here. I hate this bit so much. So we need to get this ball into the catapult. And the snail is mean. So we're gonna flame snail. Oh, we're stuck. Great. Yeah, everything's very stuck. We're gonna... the ball physics is rubbish. Okay. We're gonna try and, like, hit the ball out of everywhere that we need to be. Cool. Oh, I hate ball physics. Yeah, this is a tough part. And the enemies sometimes behave differently. Like, I normally go for something different there, but the snail was positioned in a different way. So that's where the RNG comes in, the positioning of different enemies. Here, you can strafe jump, but I find it's better to actually go the intended way because it messes up with the enemies. I think this is an RNG area as well, because if I go up here, sometimes the monkey will come up there. We want to flame all of these things. That monkey usually does jump over there and jumps back. Okay. Yeah, they all go different directions. It's never the same. So now we've got the doors open. Do I actually have the doors open? We're just trying to get the doors open. All right. Gonna slow down time. Gonna quickly turn around. That monkey's quickly turning it off, so we quickly need to come down. Quick. Cool. Okay. So again, in the first section where we had those flame things and we needed to open a door, sometimes the monkeys are very quick to turning off the torches. I've had quite a few runs where they go in the directions they've never been before and they've turned off everything in one go. Be careful with that. It can kill runs if you're on really good pace already. But just warning that the monkeys do change their paths. They don't always go the exact same ways. It's normally the right torch that gets turned off and the middle torch, never the left one, but I have had quite a few times where it's been the left one. I'm just going to grab this, and then we're going to go into a fighting place. Here we're just going to do our hit, comet dash, hit, comet dash, hit, comet dash. Cool. And now we go into the assassin fight. For this, we jump and flame. He will like go down and up. Just try and get as many hits on him as possible. Holding it increases the distance it goes. And he also shoots us, I forgot to say that. You can strafe from left to right. You can jump as well. It's worth hitting him whilst he's down as well. Like right now, he has no health. If you jump and hit, you can sometimes land a hit on him as well. So, I'm going to teach you how to strafe jump, and this is a very difficult strafe jump to begin with.
Yes, Loverly. He always sends us to the nice...
We are going to use enemies, so if you haven't watched A New Beginning and you don't know the speedrun for that, I'm just going to pause. Okay. Strafe jumping. So strafe jumping, we press the L1 button. It might be different for you. It might be actually different for me. But we need enemies nearby to do a strafe jump. A strafe jump gives us an extra jump, which means we can get to places that we're not meant to be getting to. It means that we can get out of bounds, skip some things, get to higher places. We're going to be using that quite a lot in this level right now. We're going to start off with this one, which is actually a really hard one to do. We are going to get these flying insects guys, and we're going to bait them to come towards us, and then we're going to charge behind them, stand on something, slow motion, then strafe jump. I'll do it now, and then I'll explain it a little bit later when we can strafe jump a little bit more nicer. So let's just do that here. So these enemies are coming out, the flying guys. We're just going to wait a little bit, and then we're going to wrap around them. We're going to stand on their mushroom. Okay, they're not attacking us, which is weird. Okay, now they are. So this is what happens when they get on you. They slow you down. And I believe there's only 2 sets of these as well. I messed up there for some reason. My slow motion went down real quick. We stand on that mushroom thing, and then we strafe. Because they're on us, it's messing us up. Okay, this is our last chance now, so I'll quickly make a save. Cool. Stand on top of this. Come on, stand on top of it, Spyro. See, he gets stuck quite a bit. Okay, lock on. We have to look at the enemies. There we go. Cool. Perfect. So to make sure that it actually works, okay, I think, yeah, I'm locked onto him. Spyro will look at the enemies, and Sparks will sometimes go next to the enemies to show that we are locked onto them. When we're locked onto them, we can do the extra jump where we go We go like that. So it needs to be one jump, side jump. We have to do it quickly as well. One jump, side jump, up, up. We will be using strafe jumps a lot. Please practice them. Yeah, practice them. They're very useful and we'll be using them a lot. You can go in any direction. You can go forward, backwards, side to side. But they gain a lot of height. But yeah, that's it. That's the first strafe jump we do. Here we're gonna come across 2 dogs. And those bug enemies, we only need to kill the dogs. Bugs are very annoying in this game because they slow you down, and if you charge, you can't charge in certain places because you boink off of them. Yeah, there we go. The double. You know when they're about to charge because they make a noise. Gonna steal his gems and we're gonna run towards here because we can skip this one. We don't have to face these dogs. Dogs are probably the worst. Scorpions are pretty bad too. You'll come across scorpions in a bit. Just run, just run. I can hear them all charging up. I like to come behind because they can attack you whilst you're up in the air. Just gonna comet dash around here. We can't charge in this room because of the bugs. And we're going to comet dash over here, do a spin, grab some health because why not? And then we don't need to do any of the platforming because we got comet dashing. Just gonna turn my brightness up. Here we don't need to deal with this guy, we just run past him. And we're gonna do another strafe jump here. This one's a little bit easier. We're gonna stand besides this mushroom, strafe, backwards, backwards, spin attack. Oh, nearly got it. We can try again. Cool. So the spin attack does get us up. We can also do a charge attack, which pauses down time. It means we get an extra jump sometimes. Here, stand a little bit back because the dogs will charge. Oops. They're about to charge. Okay, I'm gonna slow motion because the dogs are fast, and I'm gonna go backwards off this guy to get over this wall. Cool. Around here. Okay, if you don't make that, you can just jump on this and then go backwards and then jump over. The reason why I slow down time there is because the dogs are very fast and I don't want to get stun locked. So using slow down time is very good with strafe jumping as well because you have more time to not get hit and to avoid things as well. Usually with those, the way to get past those wooden things is you have to fight all the enemies. But for us, we don't want to do that, so that's why we strafe jump. Okay, so we've just learned ice. Oops. Okay, that's why you need to slow down. You can do it. If you're really good, you can do that, but I'm not, so.
Ready?
With ice we will actually be using in the game. We actually use all the elements compared to the other game where we don't use ice at all. Here, just one hit kills them. If you can, try and collect the purple gems. That will help towards the end when we have Fury. Ice is used to get across rivers and stuff and lakes. Let me just have a sip. Here you want them to come close to you. If you can hit them as well, that means their death will be a lot faster, as you can see. That one always spawns last. I don't know why. I don't know why not all four of them come for you. Here we use the slow motion so we can get to the higher places. I would always recommend going slow in these areas because if you die, you have to redo it all again. Unless you're very confident in doing it. Here, we just hold the ice breath and jump, and it creates little platforms for us. Here, we don't actually have to worry about that. We can just... up here. And for this last one, we don't actually need to do anything. We can make it to the next area by just jumping. Again, like I said, hit the purple gem, pink gem once, wait once again, and then again. You know what to do now. Cool, I'm ready. All of them spawned in, yes. Sometimes the camera goes on his little feet. So, Fury. We'll be using Fury a little bit. The Electricity Fury is the best one to use because it is the shortest one. And electricity comes off of Spyro, which shocks enemies. Very useful for when there's loads of enemies. Gives us like time to like reset enemy crowd control and stuff like that. Okay, we're gonna straight jump. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I think they all killed themselves there. Nice. Gonna come up here, and there's some blue gems up here for us. Gonna hit them every now and then, because we need them. Cool. We can stand on this little platform here, and we can go around here. Go this way. We would need to use ice, but because there's some tiny little platforms we can stand on, we can just do this. We're gonna change to ice, which is down. I always forget. Again, you can mix everything else up and go for some things there. Ice. That last one, if you hit him, oh. He sometimes doesn't spawn in one. We can just stand on this here and do that. If you hit that last, like, I don't know what the enemy's called, the last spitting guy, sometimes, for some reason, the platform doesn't appear. If you hit any other ones, it's fine, but for that one, be careful. Don't jump too early, because the platform might not have spawned. But there is that tree there that I stood on as a backup, just in case. Okay, we have our first, like, massive skip in the game, which is actually kind of easy, but also RNG. Just gonna make a save state just in case I mess it up. Okay, so we're gonna hug this wall, and we're gonna fly into the wall. Cool. We skipped a cutscene just by doing that. I'm gonna come over here, hit this green thing, because I need some breath, and now we're gonna light up this. There's a little thing we light up. Though if I'm honest, I think I can just... Yeah. Cool, we don't have to light up anything, we can just do that. And again, we need to do that again, because it puts us back down. Cool. Yeah, so we skipped a cutscene, and we skipped fighting loads of enemies there, and lighting up a thing that takes ages to explode by just strafe jumping. Okay, here is the RNG part. We need the medium monkey to spawn. This trick saves, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, if you get it right. Hopefully the monkey spawns. We need the big one to spawn. We're gonna comet dash over here and circle. And please, big monkey spawn. We want the medium one, not the small ones. Okay, we got him. Nice. Strafe jump. Okay, we're gonna stand on this tiny platform. Jump up. Okay, perfect. Oh my god, great. Now we need to... Hopefully... I've locked onto him. No, I have not. That's okay. We need to... If we have the small monkeys, we don't lock onto them as much. Okay, Sparks is gone there, so that means we've locked onto him. Backwards, up, up. Perfect. So, again, strafe jumping. Learn how to do it. If the monkey doesn't spawn, I'm so sorry. You have to just hit the ball in that thing there, and you have to put it in the cannon. And then the cannon shoots a wall over in the trees over there, and then you have to fight the assassin again. We get to skip the assassin because we made it up here. But you need that medium monkey to spawn. See, there's like a small monkey there. The small monkeys, we find it a lot harder to lock onto, but the medium one, great, we love that. It's all about distance as well. If you're not locking on, maybe move a little bit closer to him there. Okay, now that we're here, we can stand over here, and we're gonna comet dash and then spin, and we're gonna try and go to the left side. We don't want to trigger the fight, because we can still trigger it. There. So because we stayed on the left-hand side there, we usually have the assassin fight, but we don't, which is great. And then we can just come down here. Again, there's some blue gems, we're gonna take those. I'm sorry if you didn't spawn in. I wouldn't reset because the game's long, but maybe reset if you're on great pace and you want to go for world record. Okay, I'm gonna hit these. I'm gonna comet dash because I want to go fast. Okay, now we're gonna change to ice. Cool thing about ice, if you stand next to a green gem, you'll have infinite breath. So you can just spam it, as long as you're next to a green gem. Oh no, maybe they just broke it. We're gonna come over here. We don't need to kill this guy, just run past him. But yeah, great thing about ice. If you ever need to kill anything and there's a green gem next to you, just stand next to that and spam ice. We got jellyfish, but we can skip some of these. So here, platforming is key. The second half of this, I want to show you someone doing it who's a lot better than me, because I watched it and I was like, damn, that's fast. I should learn that. But I like to play it safe. We can just skip getting those things and we can go straight in here. We're going to strafe jump off these enemies. Again, if you want to fight them, there's a green gem there and you've got ice. Sometimes I like to freeze these guys. I'm gonna go slow motion because sometimes they hit hard. And then, yeah, we made it. That's it. Sometimes these guys spawn in where you need to go, so where that little tree thing is. What you can do is you can ice them so they stay in one position so they won't hurt you. Oh god, it looks like he's climbing up here. All right, let's go. Right. I want to show you ToastedKat doing this because it's insane how fast he goes. He uses Comet Dash quite a lot. We're going to use it only a little bit. We're going to play it safe because we are safe people. Again, it's just platforming. You can do it without the slow motion, it's just a little bit scarier. Here, you have to wait until the jellyfish goes down so you gain the height on it, and you can get a quick turnaround on that one there. Just gonna... These do a fair amount of damage. There's also a trick you can do, which I'm actually gonna show you in a little video, where you can save some time by jumping up on there. But it's very risky. If you mess up, you have to redo this all over again. So that's why I play it very safe. Here, we're going to do strafe jumping, because we don't want to fight these guys, because they're actually kind of hard. There's loads of dogs, and it's constant charging. Remember to do your spin attack. It gives you a lot of height. That one's a little trickier. Yep, that's what I didn't want. Just try and run away from them. They do follow you just to make sure you know. We just want to try and get away from the dogs. Here we can just do a comet dash over here, and then we're up. Okay, now we're going into the Arbok fight. Grab these because I'm low on health. Ideally, you want a little bit more health going into Arbok, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try for it. Okay, Arbok, 3 hits to every limb he has, whilst avoiding everything. Once you get like 2 or 3 on fire, he does a spin attack. Avoid the hand. The longer you hold the flame button, there we go, we got 3 things on fire. Now that we've got 3 things on fire, it should be easier to light those things, so... Middle. And then the hands. The hands are the hardest part. Ow. There we go, we got him. Oh yeah, once you light one body part, the next bit is a lot easier to light. Here we're just gonna try and avoid his attacks even though we can't actually see them. You can hear them though. Yeah, ow, cool. Just attack him. You can't move forwards or backwards. I've had people say, why don't you just move forward and backwards to avoid it? You're stuck in like a path. You just need to listen to that sound cue of when he's like cocking back his hands. Okay, now he's gonna come up. We want him to do his stomp with his, we're looking at his left foot. Then we're gonna slow motion. When we slow motion, we do more damage to him. Cool. So look at the health bar, it does a lot more damage. Oh, did we die? We did. No, that's why we know. He scrapes his foot. I'm just gonna fast forward to where I got to.
Not good. Not good.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I died. So we need him to do that. I got more health. That's why you need more health, just in case, because he is quick. He is quick. If we can get him to do his stomp, nice. And when he's low enough, we can just spam it. When he's spinning and he's throwing out flames, don't hit him because he doesn't take damage whilst he's in that state. Right, on to another hard enemy, scorpions. Scorpions are really hard. Turn to ice. Ice is their weakness, and we need to go into slow motion, and we're going to heavy hit them so that they're not blocking. You can get both of them at the same time. Very cool if you can. I'll show you that. But yeah, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna see if we can do that. Okay, slow down. I think it depends on their spawning as well. We also need to try and avoid the other one. Yeah, we can get stun locked by these guys as well. That's the scary part about them, and they do a lot of damage. Okay, now that when they're up in the air, we have to do a tail whip or a head bash. That's why we go in slow motion, because they are fast. Everything is fast in this game, I'll be honest. Yep, see, dead. They're so fast, you can't see if they're hitting you or not. If you're on low health, I recommend just killing yourself straight away, because if you get hit once, you're dead. Tail whip. If you do not tail whip them, they will come back alive. Cool. Perfect. Nice. Whew. Oh, I forgot to tail whip. There we go. Yeah, he'll just come straight back to life if you leave him there. But those are probably another hard enemy in the game. I'd say this game's quite hard for a casual person, but if you're speedrunning this, you should be, you know, you should do a casual run first just to have a go at it. Now that we've learned Earth, we are going to upgrade Earth, because Earth is Earth is broken. Earth is OP. Earth can kill everything. So that's why we upgrade it, because we want it to be extra strong. May as well upgrade as well. We want to try and put 2 into Earth. I believe if we put 3 into Earth, that's bad because it uses more mana. I can't actually remember the reason why, but there is a reason, and I'm gonna stick to my reasoning. And I think it's actually kind of hard to get to 3 because we don't collect that many gems. Again, it's only one go. But when we start using Earth, we're gonna slow down time, and then we're gonna just spam it, but in a rhythm, and it kills everything. After this, we have probably one of the most hardest skips in the game. Which involves strafe jumping. So if you're not good at strafe jumping, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna have to carry on playing the game as normal. But with this trick, the trick saves around, I think it was something like 8 minutes. So definitely worth learning. Skips like a load of tedious fighting and stuff like that. Stuff that you want to skip. I want to slow down time because I want to slow down that second one from moving just in case. Cool, now we can come out. Here, just stand in the middle and then we're gonna whoop, spin it. Oh, whilst you're in these levels, you can't use any other breath if you've just realized, because I would be comet dashing over that. Here again, we're gonna hit the pink gem once, wait, pink again, hit again, wait. Cool, I think that's enough. It is enough. Wait until they're all spawned in. They are. As you saw, the Fury animations are a lot longer compared to the A New Beginning Fury. Cool, we are just about to enter a very hard trick. I'm gonna have to talk through it, so we're going to go to the right side, stand on rock, slow down time, and strafe jump on top of the enemy. Let's make a save state. Cool, perfect. So I'm gonna charge charge, slow down time, strafe, forward, jump, jump, spin, try and get on top. Cool, we're on top. And now we're gonna get on top of here, where the big enemy is. Perfect. This guy can't hit us. The ship can hit us, though, because it has cannonballs. They do a little bit of damage to us, but it's okay to get hit by it. It's not that scary. This next bit is probably the hardest part of the skip. We're gonna have to, let's get the mouse, try and stand on here. Now, there is no kind of, like, this is not actually solid, this is just like a thing, but there is like a solid little bit here, but it is really small, and it's very hard to get onto, and it's very easy to fall off. If you fall off, it's probably worth just either landing or dying. There is a way how you get in here, and you kind of get trapped, where you have to kind of load the game in and out. But this bit is probably the hardest bit. It's just landing on this little spot, and it has to be the right spot. I'm just gonna try and go for that. I'm gonna tell you what I kind of do. I like to get into the corner. I like to strafe on that, and then I like to slow down time, because slowing, oh, I'm gonna get hit. There we go. I'm gonna get hit a little bit. I like to wait until the ship is like in this corner where I'm pointed the camera at, to then slow down time, and then just a little bit edge myself in, just a little bit back, a little bit left. When Spyro kind of hits it, you'll see it. He kind of like stands a little higher. He's on a higher platform when he does that. Again, this is the hardest part of the trick, is just standing on this little thing. I don't like to go too far, because if we go too far, we lose our positioning. I'll just show you a little bit. So if I was just to jump, so that's why I don't jump, is because it changes the camera, but though we can just do this, but I believe strafe jumping gives you a little bit more control. There we go, we've fallen in. So we've gone out of bounds. I think we can get out of this if we lock on. Yeah, we can, cool. So if you get stuck down there, just do that. Oh, I'm back in again. Let's try again. Okay, there's a way to kill ourselves, which is better than exiting and exiting out of the game. Again, we'll just do it from the start there, so I can show you again. Again, this guy's spawned in a lot, in a different area, which is very weird. I'm just gonna show you from here. Yeah, strafe jumping, I feel, allows you to have tinier movement, more sensitive movements. Okay, I'm on a higher place. That's the hardest part, but I'm not in the key area. Ooh, I can stop. Yeah, I think I was gonna say I think I can stop. I kind of want to be a little bit more closer to this thing, so I'm gonna go back in strafe form. I'm gonna save it just in case. This is the hardest part. Oh, and make sure you're on comet dash as well. Turn to fire, because we'll be comet dashing in a second. Gonna move a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay, see, we've messed up because the platform is so small. I'm gonna move a little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay, I think that's good. I hope that's good. Now, what I do now, ooh, see, we got hit, is I wait for my time to fill up, and I wait until the ship is right and forwards, is parallel to me, and then I strafe backwards. I do my strafe jump backwards, and I delay my jump inputs a little bit because it gains height. We need as much height as we can. As soon as we finish our second jump, we're going to go into a comet dash, and then normally I do comet dash and then into a circle spin. I'm going to do that a little bit delayed, a little bit slower, because it gives us that little bit more height, because we need to reach this tiny little area that doesn't have much area to stand on, and it's quite high up from where we are, so good luck. Slow down time. Okay, that's quite parallel to us, so I'm gonna go backwards. Oh, Spyro wasn't locked on. Okay, that's another thing that can happen. So Spyro, okay, there we go. Spyro gets locked on when the thing is closer, and when it goes further away, he's still locked on. If you, like, let go of it, and then lock on again, he's not locked on. Now he is. It's when the enemy gets closer to us, so just make sure to look that Spyro is actually following the ship, because that's an indication that we are actually locked onto the guy. So we're locked onto it, I'm going, and Sparks is also following it as well. I'm gonna go slow, and then I'm gonna go backwards. Oops. I haven't done this in a while, so give me a sec. Might have bad positioning as well, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Oh, I'm on Earth, no! Okay, make sure you're on fire. Fire. And then, there we go, we made it, let's go, okay. That was actually really good. I didn't think I would actually make that, because my positioning on that little pixel, you know, where you stand, where it's higher up, that can affect this as well. So if you're doing everything else perfect, you're doing your strafe back with delayed inputs and your comet dash, and you're like barely making it, it could be your positioning on this. If you're a little bit like, this is the hard part, is just getting the correct positioning. And then also, fix your camera as well. Sometimes it follows, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, Spyro is locked on because he's looking, and Sparks is on the ship. Delay, fuck! Yeah. I would say just as soon as you enter this level, just turn on to fire. There, we made it. Nice. To load things in, just move the camera to this way. Cool, you made it. I'm just gonna say that. That trick is one of the hardest ones in the game. Now, you're gonna switch back to Earth. Because we're coming up to a boss fight, Scab, who's the guy who we were standing next to. We're gonna fly over here. Be careful, some of this is not solid. We're gonna come over here. Sometimes the game slows down as well. There we go, that wasn't solid. I think if we stand like on the edge, nope. You're learning with me. I think we need to hug then. Yeah, okay, we hug. And then we're gonna try and get up there. We're gonna come up here with a spin attack. Cool, we're here. Now, if we walk a little bit to the right, we would enter a death animation, which we don't want. So we're just kind of gonna edge ourselves. There we go. Sometimes it loads, sometimes it doesn't. There we go, perfect. Now, the death animation is like over here-ish. So we want to try and avoid that. If you just like hit this thing, Spyro will just die. So yeah, avoid that. Try not to go too far. Now I'm just going to charge forward until I bonk. Cool, we bonked. And then we're just going to climb up the stairs. The cannon can hit us. Be careful. Ooh. Perfect, come up here. And then we're gonna glide around and inbounds. Cool, Scab fight. Earth spamming. We're going to Earth spam him. I'm going to attack him on the left, and I'm gonna try and get underneath his peg leg. When we're underneath there, we're going to spam Earth, but it's in a rhythm. If you spam it, it doesn't do as much damage. You need to find, like, there's a rhythm where you go, I'm just going to try for that. So, slow motion. I didn't attack him, but we're just going to go for the Earth. Okay. I'm going to try again. Okay. Okay, I see what happened there. Right, I'm gonna redo this fight. Because he did that animation of the hook going into the thing, it makes the second phase have like a kind of cutscene-ish. He changes.
All right.
There we go. There. That's what we need. You want to try and get behind him, and then when you land, you want to stand near his peg leg. When you stand underneath it, you sometimes get stuns on him, which means he doesn't hit you, and you want to try and get as many of those as you can, because when he hits you, it takes you a long time to recover. So because we did that skip, we saved like 8 minutes. We don't have to do all the long and tired stuff. Now we're on to the ships. Ships require a lot of strafe jumping to skip quite a lot. First ship we skip is this first one, actually. We can just go around it. I'm going to comet dash and spin straight away, and we're just going to go around it. If you get too close to it, it spawns you onto it. So I'm just going to go under, and now we're going to go straight for this ship. I'm also going to turn back to Earth in a second, because we want to kill one guy. Oh. Please don't hit me. Ow. Cool. This is the guy we're going to kill. We kill that guy to spawn this next ship to come in. We're going to just glide onto this ship. Perfect. And now we're on to the next ship. Try not to move on these little boats. I had to find that out the hard way. Sometimes they break and they don't move, or sometimes they go backwards, or just do not move on these ships. That's the best thing to do. If you move, sometimes they mess up. Here we're gonna strafe jump, land on this table. Ooh, I nearly fell off the table. Come up here. Okay, I'm gonna change to fire. Remember to change back to fire. We're gonna hurt ourselves? No? Okay, never mind. I think he destroyed that table. Sometimes that guy can kill himself by... I don't know how he actually kills himself. He can just like fall off an edge and just die. So be careful. If the table's gone, we can just stand on that. Please don't hit me. Wow, he loves hitting. Everything is slippery as well, remember that. And then we're gonna comet dash over here. And then we're gonna do that again. We're gonna strafe jump and comet dash. These guys are very quick to hitting. Come up here. Be careful when Spyro pulls himself up, because when he pulls himself up, he overshoots sometimes. Okay. Hopefully we've locked on. We have locked on to one. Spyro's looking. We're gonna go backwards, strafe jump. You can slow down time here as well if you want to like perfect it. Well, not perfect it. Make sure you're going in the right direction. If you don't get the strafe jump, you don't feel comfortable doing it, kill all those little monkeys, then a big monkey will spawn. Just use Earth for all of them. And then this ship will get to a distance that you're more comfortable with. Here, we're just gonna come here. You can skip this cutscene, but it's definitely not worth going for. I'm not even gonna bother showing you how to skip the cutscene. It's not worth it. Here. There's two ways of doing this. We stand on this hay, we get up to here, walk here. Normally how I do it is I land on top of a tiny pixel on there, but I believe you can do another way where you can just strafe. I believe, is Spyro locked on? I can't tell. I don't think he is locked on. No, he's not locked on. Maybe. Let me try something. This is something new. I haven't seen anyone do this. If I land here, then I go backwards. Okay, that could work. Yep, okay, cool. Okay, cool. I discovered something even better. For here, we have to come over to this part of the ship to spawn in things and the ship. So I come over here to spawn the enemies in because we need the enemies to strafe jump. I'm going to slow down time because there's a lot of them just in case they hit me. They're very quick to attack. And then we just come over here. Grab that. I'm going to change to Earth because I'm very low on gems and if I get hit once, I'll die. So I'm just going to kill this big guy. Because I don't want to die later on and it spawned me in a stupid place. Where's Earth? Cool. Give me your gems. Cool, perfect. Okay, here we're just going to comet dash. Gonna land on top of this thing. Oh. Comet dash again, spin, land in this boat. Do not move in boats. The game is not good. Sometimes this boat gets caught on those boats. I've had that happen to me before. And then it just go backwards and it didn't go forwards, so I couldn't go to the next part of the game. Sometimes cannonballs, if you're playing the game casually, if the cannonball, or you're doing 100%, which you actually kind of need to do casual stuff, sometimes the cannonball just disappears and doesn't spawn, which game is not good. Okay, for this part, we're going into an assassinator fight. We fight him quite a lot. He keeps coming back. For this, there is a skip. ToastedKat does it. I spent like about half an hour trying to do it. If you can do it, go for it. I can't do it though. As soon as you enter the assassinator, whatever this guy's name is, just jump to the left because he will hit you. Oh, Scurvy Wing. I thought this is the same guy. There we go, he's dead. Yeah, you can skip this fight. If you can do it, go for it. It's worth it. All the skips are worth it if you can go for it. Here, you can do the casual thing of just getting on that boat. If you don't get on that boat, there's another way by like going up here, going on to this point, if you can land on it. I'm not a god gamer, so let me just go for the casual way. I don't even know what the point is of those guys being there when you can just do this. So you don't need to fight those guys. Now we're going to do a massive skip that saves quite a bit of time by just coming up here. We're gonna glide into this as much as we can. Gonna comet dash, spin, and then we're just gonna aim. This sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it works most of the time. I aim for this black boat here, and then as soon as I don't see the ship, I let go. And I like to be in the shadow of the boat, which I am, and then we have spawned to the last boat. If you're low on anything, pick it up. Now we're on to the last fight of this area. That trick, if it doesn't work, you'll be spawned back at the first boat you started at. I definitely go for it again. I used to not be able to do it, and now I can just get quite a lot of the time. I don't actually know what you're meant to go for. I just told you what I go for, and it works now. If it's not working for you, I'm sorry, just try other methods of like different directions and stuff. Right, we're gonna switch to Earth, because we're going to do the exact same thing in the first fight where we go for his left side and try and get underneath his peg leg. He hits very fast. Cool. Cool, we're stunning him as well because he kind of took that back thing. And that's it. Scab fight done. If you go too close to him, he will hit you. He's very quick. All the enemies are quick. But you've just skipped quite a lot of this level because if you did do the first bit and then also just that ship skip there right at the end, you skipped like 2 ships. Skipped quite a lot of ships there. Well done if you are getting the tricks. They are hard. We've got one more hard trick coming up, which isn't too bad if you practice a little bit on it. I will be showing you other tricks that I don't even go for. There is something called electricity bounce, or I'm not too sure what it's called. I don't know the names of tricks, I'll be honest. So, yeah, there is tricks that involve electricity. I only go for it once or twice. There are other areas which you can go for. There is one in the end which is extremely useful, but I don't go for it because you need to get 2 of them. 2 electricity bombs or bounces or whatever they're called. So I'll just explain it here. So the electricity orb shoots enemies up into the air, as you can see here. If you're in a slow motion air attack with them, if you time your R1, which is where you do a kickback, you can go up with them. So instead of flying, you can do it in this here too. I'll show you this. So you can skip that first fight. But it's extremely hard to get. And you also, for the last one, you need to upgrade your electricity as well. But we want to upgrade everything in Earth. Okay, they're gone. Cool. I'll be doing the electricity bounce in the level that we enter. It's the easiest one to go for. Saves quite a lot of time. If you can get extra height on it, you save even more time. There's like 2 levels to it. The first one's great if you can get it, but if you can get the highest one, oh my god, that's a great time save. With this, I like to wait until I've actually seen it's physically hit the rock for me to actually jump to the next platform. This instantly turns as soon as you jump on this platform here. You don't actually need to slow down time. And here you just go up here. You don't have to hit that last platform. Again, here. Cool, so electricity is the fastest fury. Whenever you're in a tough kind of situation, use your fury because we actually get fury pretty quickly. It also, as you can see, electricity is coming off of Spyro. You can see like those bolts or volts or whatever it is. They stun enemies. Even when you change to a different breath, so I could change to Earth and I'd still have electricity coming off of me. So if you're furying, use electricity because it's faster, and also you get that little shock to get enemies away from you or stun them. Okay, here we've got some cute little platforming. We can come up here instead of like doing everything else. Can just land on this. Oh, there we go. Instead of like going the intended route. Here we can just comet dash over here, spin, gain that height. We can come down here. Electricity. So this is where I'll be showing you the electricity thing. To trigger these enemies, you can just come close here, collect that feather because that triggers them, and then we're gonna want them to come over here. We're gonna send one up into the air, send one up into the air. Okay. I'm up into the air. I want to turn into Comet Dash. I missed it. Okay, I messed up. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. We got another shot. We want to try and get the one enemy because we don't want multiple ones hitting us. So when Spyro does that turn there, Okay, turn into slow motion, turn into fire, which I believe I'm on. Cool. Spin attack, we're okay, we've landed it. So we want to bash one up into the air, do some attacks on it, send out an electricity ball. We trigger the electricity ball by... Ooh. Oh, it goes straight through the thing. Okay. There. How we make it explode is we press the button again. You can hear it going. We press that when Spyro is doing his spin, where you saw him spin there. After that spin, we then press R1, because that does the kick animation, which brings us up with the enemy. There is a possibility that you can get even further and get to that point up there, or land on that thing, or land on one of these things. If you can do that, you've just skipped you just skipped another part of the level. Another way of like getting the full thing for the... Another way of getting everything out of what you're trying to do is when you get up into the air, oh my god, language. I'm sorry, English is not my first language. Turn the time to slow motion and then change to flame, because you can comet dash and you can get further to places. Okay, here we're just gonna walk. If you get higher, this is all, you get to skip everything here. We also get to, oh my god. Sorry, there's just so much going on. There's such a hard trick. It's actually kind of easy to do. When you chain two of them, you can chain 2 electricity bounces as well, which that's where that's where I lose it. I have only done it a couple of times. It's very hard to do, and then also you need to level up electricity, which I would rather level up Earth, because Earth is very good. That just shows you the electricity bounce. How you casually get rid of all those guys is you have to kill them all, and then platforms come out. If you have enough Comet Dash, you could actually reach over that chasm without going on the seesaw thing. I just didn't have any breath to do a Comet Dash. Okay. Come over here, I'm just gonna grab a couple of these. Cool. Charge in here. Skip this. Okay, so these balls, we're just gonna use Earth on them. You can get them early as well when they land. They normally have an animation where they're like walking and stuff. If you're not quick enough, they can blow up on you, which you don't want to do. They start flashing, you want to try and avoid that. You kind of want these guys to come over here, because we don't want them to explode on us, because then another one will spawn, and we don't want that. They're not coming, okay. There we go. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh. But also with these things, you can charge them. So if you don't make it on time, so I've got the ball on me now, it will start flashing, and it actually does damage to you, which is mean. He jumps here. So be quick with handling the balls. Also, when they're in animations, they don't like moving. Just charge it in. Cool. Now, if you're playing on a CRT TV or just console, the game, I'm gonna say, is very overexposed, so it's very hard to see what the colors are, because everything just looks bright. But this one I can definitely see is red. Ooh. I forgot what button the flame button was there. Come on. Red, that's yellow. That is hard to tell. I believe that one is Earth. Yeah. If you get them wrong, the dogs, oh no, those are dragons. The dragons will hurt you. And then this one's ice. Cool. grab gems. You need gems for this next part. This next part is the next trick in the game, so I'm just gonna come over here, grab these. We will need all the green gems because we're about to do something that will use our gems up. Right, I don't actually know what the name of this skip is, but it is a very good skip, and you can skip 2 of these sections. So if you played the game casually, you know that you will have to go into each one of these rooms, finish the room, come out, and then go into the next one. We can actually skip 2 of them. So how we do that is we change to electricity, and we're going to be using tornado. We're going to come up here towards the fire door, and we're going to come up to this area here. How I do this is I do a spin attack and then a charge into the wall, and then we go into tornado mode. I'm just going to make a save state. I'm going to let you into like what I do, what I look for. I wish I could like move the camera a little bit. When I get up, ooh, where's my mouse? I like to come around here and then move the tornado into this area. I like to move it into the wall. I like to be as further out as possible and then curve my tornado into the wall. Some people do it other ways. I do it that because it tends to be quicker. I tend to get it quite often. What we're looking for is Spyro to grab onto something, which is a tiny little ledge that we can stand on for a bit. When we stand on this, it's best to keep jumping because he might fall off of it. I think it's slippery. Just keep on jumping, and then when you have your time refilled up again, turn, and then we're gonna go into this door here. I'm gonna like talk through it as well, so. Okay. I haven't done it in a while, so. Go up, curve it. No, cool. So that's what it looks like. Cool. Curve it, spin attack. No. So Spyro will grab. That will be the indication that if we've got it or not. Oh, that was a lot of height. Cool. Cool. Spyro's landed. We go off slow motion. I'm gonna wait until we get some slow motion. The slow motion is great because we can do a lot of tornado. Usually electricity takes quite a lot of breath. Okay, now that we're on full, I'm gonna go a little bit more forward. Spin into tornado. We're gonna hug this wall because it's empty, and then we're gonna go straight through. And we're done it. We're out of bounds now. Gonna drop down. Yeah, follow what I did. You can see my controls here, what I do as well. You saw I like to curve away and then go into the wall to get that grab. And then we do the few jumps. We wait until our time is back up again. If we just do that without any time, our tornado will go down. It will drain our mana, which means we've only got like 1 or 2 tries. But the slowdown time means we can do it quite a few times. Okay, now that we're out of bounds, we're gonna come here. As you can see, we're still out of bounds. This is solid. Yeah, this is solid. We're gonna fly towards the door, and then we're gonna go under the door. And then we're gonna land on that platform right there. And that means we've skipped one. I believe, is this one ice? I think it is ice. It looks icy. Yeah, we've skipped the ice one. I believe, yeah. The first one we can skip is ice. If I'm honest, ice... Oh, no, it's electricity. Sorry, my bad. We skipped electricity. We then go into whatever one you want to go into. Me, personally, I do not like ice. I hate ice. There's a jump where you have to hit a button, and Spyro doesn't have aim control. And... it's actually kind of hard. If you can hit buttons at a long distance with Spyro's ice breath, go for it. If you, I would say to you, experiment which ones you like more, which ones take you longest, which ones you feel more comfortable with. Me personally, I like to skip ice, so I'm gonna go into fire. After fire, I'm gonna go into earth, and then we're gonna save the game, quit out, come back in, do that trick again, and we get to skip ice. So we can skip 2. So electricity is 1, and then whatever one you want to skip, you can do. I will be skipping ice though. So in here, we're gonna face those ball guys again. Again, be careful. I like to slow down time as well sometimes. Make sure that I get in. If you slow down time, it means the detonation is a lot slower. Cool, we've got him a little bit closer. Oh, perfect. It just went in there. I personally like going for Earth as well because we have the Earth breath that we can spam. We need to kill these guys. They can be mean. Oops. Yeah, there we go, we're dead. I would recommend coming on full health. These guys are very hard to beat, I'll be honest. It's not like the first one as well. The first game, you can just easily kill these guys. These guys are a lot harder now. And they get to stun lock you as well. Yep, stun locked. They also have the blocking as well. Yeah, very annoying enemy. I hate these guys. Earth attack seems to be the air attack. Sorry, air attack seems to be the best for these guys. Cool. Ow. I've never actually ever defeated that guy. Here we can just comet dash and skip some of these platforms. I'm gonna go over here. We're aiming for that candle here. Flame it, because flaming it turns the things around. We are going to go for the green relic because we want as much breath as we can, because we love earth spamming. Here, we can do something cool. We just spin attack and it knocks them back slightly if we don't get hurt. Cool, we got one down, but we got no health. Okay, we got health now. Yeah, you can knock these guys off. Oh, we just killed him. I think it's because he got knocked off. Or, well, maybe like a foot was off or something. But if you just do spin attacks, so X circle, that knocks them back and you can knock them off of high surfaces. Okay, these things. It's quite good if you know their paths. I feel like they are random, I'll be honest. Nope. I'll just wait a little bit more. Yeah, he's taunting us, look at him. It never actually tells you what to do with those guys if you're playing casually. It never says like, oh, you need to head bash these things. So yeah, you need to head bash those. If you know the path, great, you're better than me. But I feel like it is random. Right, the Fire King guy. What I like to do here is I like to charge into his shield until it goes. Then I like to do Comet Dash and R1. We don't like to do that. Okay, grab this. Again, you only need like one hit. Gonna do this. Cool, perfect. I still am not 100% sure what to do, but I just do that. I just triangle R1, triangle R1, triangle R1. I just spam that and hope for the best. And it usually works. Cool, so we've just done that. Now we're going to go into Earth. Ooh, we don't actually have much breath. That's fine. Again, it's more like a rhythm than spamming. Even when we don't have any breath, you can see I don't have any, but it just works when we go in slow motion. Also, another thing to note, when they land, they take less damage. So if they've landed, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just come in here, grab those gems, cool. Okay, these little guys again. You can get both of them at the same time. I know that for this one, but it's a lot harder. I'm gonna wait until my thing is up. Oh, we didn't even get one of them. Okay, we got one. Yeah, you can get both of them, and it makes the cutscenes join each other, so you don't have to watch the cutscene twice. Where'd he go? Cool. Yeah, we're just gonna... Cool, we got one. Let's steal his gems and we'll kill everyone now. You can do that without the slow motion. It just means it uses more breath. Oh, we must wait until it's like actually in the hole. There we go. I like to get this guy to follow me, because it is quite a distance away from where he is if he comes. Sometimes he doesn't. There we go. We got some movement. Come on. Follow me. There we go. He's coming. Cool. Until that's in. Cool. Here, we don't actually need to do the platforming, we can just wrap around. Look how easy this is, and then spin, and then we've got it. Easy. Oh, something I should have mentioned. Spyro doesn't charge for a long time. He only has like a set time for charging, so you have to redo it, and it's quicker to jump charge than it is just to charge again. There's like a cooldown for charging. Okay, for this guy, we just spam Earth. Perfect. And then quickly grab some of these. We want all the gems because we're gonna be doing our tornado thingy again. Though, if I remember rightly, I'm not 100% sure. I will ask Epicness about this. But if you mess up on the tornado thing and you've run out of green gems, there is no green gems in that room. There is no way to get them. However, if you save, quit out, and come back in, I think you get a full bar back again. I think. Right, now that we're back, we're gonna skip that. You had the save icon come up there. I'm actually gonna go back in and I'm going to enable autosave again. I want to save. Last time I have done this in a run where I just quit out and it didn't save and I had to redo Earth again. So now that we've saved, we're gonna exit out. The reason why we exit out is because the level, that area that we went to in the first place, has not loaded in. So by loading in the game, it loads in the next area so we can redo that trick again. So we can skip whatever level you want to skip. So I'm skipping ice, you can skip earth if you want, or fire, it's up to you. Ice is hard though, I'm just gonna say. If you are going with ice, remember the fun thing that I told you about. If you stand next to the green crystal, you can spam ice forever. So just make sure, yeah, okay, earth is closed, fire is closed, electricity is closed, so we've only got earth. Yeah, so if you're going up against the ice guy, just stand next to the crystal and make him come towards you, and you can kill him by just spamming ice. Right, we're going to do exactly the same trick again. Oh, now that feels like I got it. I guess I'm underneath it. Oh, the camera's funny. Give me. So that's why I like to kind of wrap around, because I feel there is like a hitbox there. Ooh, I've never noticed those sparkly things before. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you have to go around with the tornado. That's why I kind of like to go. There we go. Around. Cool. Oh. I think, can we get into that? Oh. I don't actually know where I am. Oh. That was weird. Because I didn't gain enough height there, I think I fell through. And I couldn't get out of bounds there. That's another tricky thing. You need to make sure you've got your height there. Otherwise you won't make it in. Oh, how you get out of your tornado, because if you keep tornadoing, it takes ages for Spyro to stop. That's why I do the spin attack at the end there. Let me just have a look. Cool. I'm just gonna face the camera towards where we need to go. And then, the tornado also increases our height. It means we, it just makes our height stay at one level for quite some time compared to everything else. So we made it out of bounds again. You just do the exact same thing you did before, where you just go underneath this guy, curve around, go towards the pedestal, land on the pedestal. And you've done ice. Now, as you can see, the ice door is open. Ignore that, just walk forwards. And there we go. Now the game thinks that we've done everything. Oh, oops. Cinderfy. If she's not green or blue, best thing to do is probably kill yourself. I'm gonna just do that because I want full mana and we need mana, so I should have killed myself begin there, but I was drinking water. Oh my god, this is perfect. So ideally, we want her to be green. It is RNG, this fight. If she's electricity, we can work with electricity. What you do with electricity is you kind of go on top of her and you do your electricity tornado, and that does quite a bit of damage. And then also, if you're in slow motion, you can do it for a lot longer time without it draining your mana. But ideally, the best you can have is Earth, because you know what you can do with Earth. You can just spam it. Right, this is kind of the last level. Well done. This game is, I feel like it's a lot faster. It is faster than A New Beginning. For this, we're going to use our Comet Dash, because it's faster than just flying over here. We can do a little skip here, where we go towards the feather, jump around. These things can hurt you because they're spiky. Come around here. Come up here. You've just saved time by doing that. That jump is a little tricky sometimes. If you're going for the feather, it's tricky, but you're not going for the feather, so that's fine. Just gonna come over here. Comet Dash. Be careful not to Comet Dash in front of those guys, because they can, like, block you like that. And then we're just gonna go through these ominous doors. There is a skip for all of this, to skip all of this little section here until you get to, like, a big massive fight. However, it is extremely hard to do, and if you mess it up, you have to redo the whole thing again. It's like frame perfect kind of things. I tried it. I managed to get halfway through the skip, and then I was like, there's no way. You're not going to be able to get this in a run. If there anyone who wants to Taz, I'm going to show the clip of what it looks like. I'm probably going to show it whilst I'm talking, but if you can go over it, go over it. But it's very hard to do, and if you fall, you have to reset. You have to reset from the beginning. If you mess up, or you hit a cutscene, or you hit this or hit that, you have to reset. So don't go for it. I will tell you the skips to go for and not to go for, and the ones that I should be going for, but I don't. I would never go for that. Even as a top runner, I wouldn't even try to go for that. If you was a Taz person, though, go for it. I'd love to see this run as a Taz. There, we just kill those guys, collect the gems. If you can, level up your Earth. We don't have enough. We'll be leveling this up closer to a main fight a little bit further on in the game. Yeah. Oh my god, have I forgotten how to do this? I feel like I've forgotten how to play this game just by fucking up this thing. There we go. Whew. Yeah, that's scary. Now I'm back to low health again. Don't worry, there is a health gem right here.
Check this out.
Gonna switch to Earth. And now we've got a big fight. If you do that magical skip, which I think only a Taz could actually do in a run, you would have to skip this fight, which is nice, because this fight's quite long. If you feel like you're overwhelmed with enemies, Fury. In any of these fights, we'll probably... Oh, how many fights are these? Like, there's 3 of these fights. Though, if I'm honest, actually don't Fury, because we'll be using it later on for another fight that we actually need Fury on. A great way of just getting good at this game is is keeping track of your slowdown time and your breath. So you don't need to be in slow motion all the time, just for like the first few hits. We're gonna come over here. And I'm gonna head bash, and yep, cool, that hit. What I've just done is I've opened up a door that gives us this. So we've got more breath. The more breath we have, the more damage we do. So when our... he had like 0 health. We'll also be having dogs. Go for the dogs. Dogs are scary. As you guys should know, the dogs are scary. Okay, there we go. Sometimes we do actually run out of breath. Sometimes the game recognizes that we don't actually have any. Any dogs? No, cool. I have noticed this fight can softlock. Some ways of making sure that it doesn't for you. Check down there. Check down the hole. Because this guy should spawn in and it will open up the thing. If there's a guy down there, someone who's still alive, it won't trigger. He could be down there. It happens in the first game and it happens in this game as well. Okay, we're gonna change to fire. And we're gonna try and not hit any of the TNT barrels. Slow motion is good for this area. Cool. Now that we're around here, we're gonna just comet dash around. So yeah, you can skip that by just walking around. There's normally like 2 cutscenes that play around that area. We're gonna change back to Earth. Now, if you're cool, this is something you should go for if you're comfortable with doing your electricity jumps. I, on the other hand, am not. You can do an electricity jump if you bring one of the guys here. I'll show you what it looks like. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm killing everyone. And I'm going to wait a little bit until I have the perfect thing. I'm gonna go for that one. Cool. I like to stay on slow motion the whole time because we need to get up there. Yep. Okay, barely, cool. And I don't have enough slow. The hitboxes for these next ones, when they come out, the hitboxes are really weird. Sometimes they don't give you much to stand on. Cool. If the pattern on the thing is not that well, you're looking for a certain pattern in this waterfall to get to the highest place, like that one down there where it starts off on the right, left, right. That's what you're looking for, because ideally you just want to get to that platform here, and then this is the one platform for when you try and get up here. So they do change around. Sometimes I've gone for it and I've not made it. You can mess up. If you die and fall in the green goop, you get spawned back down there where you have to fight those enemies again. Right, now that we're up here, we're going to one of the hardest fights. Probably this should be the boss fight. But we're gonna try and avoid. Turn to Earth. Oh, I'm not doing well with that. He went up into the air. Try and avoid his attack. collecting all of these. And it gets real dark around here, and it's hard to see the platform, so be careful. Again, it is a rhythm thing with the spamming the earth button. He can hit us again, so be careful. Cool. Now, upgrade time. You should just upgrade around here. We got 2 earth, cool, perfect. This coming up is the hardest fight in the game. This is probably the boss battle, if I'm honest. This is harder than Ghoul. Ghoul is the guy at the end. We're going to get past this hard thing first, which I find hard. Turn to flame. Oh, my camera funny. You want to try and avoid what I just did there. Comet dashing is very hard to do. I'm just gonna walk around. Cool. Ow. Okay, don't do that. Oh my god, I promise it's just me. I'm finding this hard. I promise, like, in what? It didn't play a cutscene. I can't do anything, I'm just dead. Usually it plays a cutscene when you enter this area. That's very weird. Okay, let's try that again.
Let's do it.
Huh. That's very strange. Okay. Cool. We made it. That was the boss challenge. Now, this next part is... I'm gonna come up here. Make sure you got enough. And I'm gonna switch to electricity. I'm gonna make a save state. Because you can do a quick kill on the first boss. Well, the first enemy, which is the... We're gonna be aiming for the horse thingy. And we're gonna do 2 electricity bounces where we can electrocute him. So we're gonna walk forward, set 1 up, and do 1 more, walk back, and hopefully, yep, that was an instant kill, nice. Those guys take quite a long time to kill, and a long time to use your breath. We're also going to be using our Fury Breath in this area, because it's very enemy heavy. These little guys take 2 hits. It's good to walk around to collect gems as well. I'm stuck. With the skeleton guys, when they go into skeleton form, make sure you're the same height before you start spamming. Don't just spam because you don't want to, like, lose your breath. Also, if you're running away, don't do these big guys, because when they're in the before skeleton form, ow, they're a lot slower. I'm just gonna grab some health because I'm low. Okay. Here, I'm going to R2. When you see those 2 enemies come up, the best time is just to do this here. Because if they hit you, you're dead, basically. You want to prioritize the bigger enemies first. And then because we've got electricity, we're stunning everyone else who's around us. Cool. Right, that should be it. Cool. Yeah, that's the hardest fight. Save your fury for when the big enemies come. Use electricity. Electricity is the best. You can also do the electricity bounce on those guys in that section, but I would avoid that just in case you get hit. You can get stun locked in this game. This area is very stun lock heavy. Just play it safe. Because if you mess up, you have to redo the fight again and again and again if you die. Also, good thing to note, if you are low and you're very scared, just fly back to this area because you've got 2 health and 2 energy right there. The only problem is they can throw things at you as well, so just be careful about that. But if you've done that and you didn't die, you're already doing a lot better than me in my first runs, because in my first runs I died to that area quite a lot. Okay. Coming along here. Oh my god, we missed everything. Let's go. Right, this is the last fight with the assassinator. Are you the assassinator? The assassin. Cool. Again, it's like all the other fights. You can get some sneaky shots in if he didn't move. There are times when Spyro doesn't lock on to the guy and you can't do anything. So if like that happens, I don't know what to say to you. Oh, I'm dead. Nice, nice, nice. It's also very dark. Yeah, it's mean that it starts off and you like face the different direction as well. Cool, we got him. Perfect. Now, oh, perfect timing to move on to platforming. This is just long. You just need to slow down time and jump onto the next platform. Just wait for the next platform. I'm just gonna speed this up because this is boring and you guys should know how to platform. Okay, you made it to the top. Nice one. We're gonna go into this room, just touch this door. Okay, there is a skip here you can do that I don't go for. Let me just test something out. Okay, you can do it once. I'm gonna ask Epicness, I'm gonna write down here in the text, but I believe for this trick you need 2 electricity jumps, and I don't know if it's level 2 or level 1 you need it on. You definitely need to level up it once. I don't know if it's twice. You can do an electricity bounce in here that skips this whole fight. Very worth going for 100%. However, it is quite hard to get. So I don't do it. So I'm just going to fight these guys with my Earth Breath. First of all, I'm going to jump over these guys because they charge sometimes. And I'm going to go straight for this guy. And then I'm going to jump over here because I want to avoid the dogs. Gonna jump. Cool. Okay, if there's no big enemies, always prioritize the dogs next because they put you in a very long stun lock. Like now. I'll just talk more about the trick because with this, there's not really much to it. I might do a Fury if I feel like it. The trick requires a small monkey or a dog. I don't think you can do it with a medium monkey. I think you actually, no, you can do it. I think you can. I'll just ask and you can ignore this fight. Sometimes when you're earth spamming, the game does recognize that you don't actually have enough breath, so be careful of that. Is that the only guy left?
Hey, Sparks,
cool.
You can come out now.
Yeah, so if you don't get that, I mean, the fight is not that long. We come over here, we do this again. It's not a long fight. Gonna change to fire for the comet dash. Ow! Hey, that's mean. Stuff like that can happen. Again, game not good, game broken. And now we're going on to the ghoul fight. This is near the end of the game. Well done if you've made it this far into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Trying to get to 1,000 if you're still here listening to me. Hey, if you're here and you're listening to me, post like an emoji in the, post a thumbs up emoji just because you're a real one. You actually listen to me fucking talk throughout this whole like fucking 2 hours. I want to try and make tutorials for all the other games, but if I'm honest, the GBA games, if you don't know me, I speedrun all the Spyro games. And I feel like with the GBA games, you just watch a speedrun and that's good enough. You don't need to know anything because they're very basic. Right, this cutscene's unskippable, so I'm just gonna fast forward it whilst I talk over it. You're at the end now, well done. You just do like a tiny bit of platforming and then we've done it. You can stand on these little height things. If you stand high, you avoid ledge grabs. Ledge grabs are, you know, they take time because Spyro needs to climb up things. Can he do a ledge grab here? No. Because they're like weird. I was trying to get him to ledge grab. You don't have to go all the way over here. As you can see, if you're doing 100%, you need to go grab that thing over there. You don't need that though. So I'm just gonna comet dash, spin, and we have now entered the last battle. So with Ghoul, he jumps 5 times. We have to turn it to ice. Don't ask me why, we just do. I don't know. There's some science behind it that I don't know anything about. I'm not knowledgeable of the game. I'm just trying to put all my knowledge out there. So change to ice. Spyro looked silly there. And we want him to jump. He does a thing where he kind of like jumps up into the air. You can avoid his attacks by doing this. Okay, jump. And then do this. 2. I'm gonna pause it for a second because I need to talk. Right, he's gonna jump 5 times. On the 5th jump, we want him to land in the center. This skip was only found like a few months ago, where he gets stuck, and we want him to get stuck. If he's close enough. We don't want him directly in the center. We want him just touching. There's like a lip, a kind of like a built-up area around the center. We want him to be touching that. We then go into the center, and then we can hit him as much as we like, and he doesn't have to redo a whole phase. I will be showing you that because it's quick and it's really great to do instead of dodging his attacks. I think it takes like 3 to 4 cycles of him doing this jump thing, and then you attack him normally. Takes like 3 to 5 turns, but if you can get him in the center, it is kind of like a kind of instant thing. So, also, I'm not counting, but also I'm jumping Oh my god, did I get it? I got it, fuck yeah. So when he lands, he sends out like a pool of like attack. You have to jump over it. So I was like gliding and jumping. But as you can see, he's touching it. He's touching the lip of the well there. And that's what we need. I might actually die and show you some more, just how to kind of manipulate him. Fuck it, I'll show it again. Yeah, you can manipulate him into the center there. I did it first try. Hopefully I get it again. If you do casually though, and if you do mess it up, the best way of getting most damage off of him is going in him, so underneath his blades. So I'll show you if I mess up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you go underneath him like that, so then when you land, you land quicker because you get pushed down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it's too far. Again, his leg needs to be on the lip. Oh, okay. Okay, this works too, cool. Well, you can see there, I'm on the lip. Maybe it's tail or something. But yeah, this is a new trick that got found, so your guess is as good as mine. Okay, there are 2 ways that this fight can go. Please don't hit me. Ow. Okay, let's just, there we go. You can either play it safe, which I usually do, but Epicness has another way of doing it where, ooh, where is he? You can get on top of this guy while still holding that. Where's he spawning? You can be up close to him, but this is really unsafe because he can hit you. Got stuck there. Sometimes he goes into this state, which I don't really understand why. Sometimes it does big damage. I'll be honest, I don't know how it works, but we're just trying. There, it did big damage there. And we can interrupt him from doing other bits too. Okay, we've run out of breath, so we're just gonna take this. Yeah, Spyro goes full mode. And I'm just gonna play it safe and just do this. Me personally, I don't even do this myself. I'm just experimenting. But usually what I do is I try and avoid his attacks and I just hold my breath at him. Time ends when you press R2. So skip this cutscene and then R2. And that's your time. Yeah, I'll show you what I do quickly as well. And I'll show you what Epicness does, because they're 2 different fights. He can hit you quite hard. If you are on good pace and you are not a god gamer like he is, I would recommend doing it the safe way, like myself. But if you're feeling like you could save a bit of time, the run's dead already and you need to save a few seconds, just try for it, you may as well. Thank you for watching this. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, there is a Spyro Discord where people will help you out. Also, just comment if you need, like, I don't know, be like, hey, why'd you do this or why'd you do that at minute blah blah. I'll be happy to help. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Anybody?